every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Back to throw again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Raiders 14, Steelers nothing.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
Again, it's Harris. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Connor Hayward. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but this is intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick.
Carr's pass. Intercepted.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they're going to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points in the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be second and a couple. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He sets to fire deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 74 yards. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
That's good for Las Vegas.
To throw his car. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. He's got Smith here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Slot man moves right. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Carr again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Carr to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great one.
Touchdown, Raiders! 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Raiders have got it.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
On play action, they'll throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
To throw, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The slot man in motion right. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now Carr.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Jacobs. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Now they send a man in motion right.
At the Steelers' 3-yard line.
One more time with Jacobs. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Back to throw here. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chandler Jones able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They hand this off to Harris. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Well, that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible. Try and throw it into...
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up Sackett. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. The offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So on 4th down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop the throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Max Crosby in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a 3rd of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and forever. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Max Crosby, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear, and if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown!
Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr.
And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. This game, it was